Hi, very good morning children. Myself, Satish Kumar from DKD RTPP Science Faculty, and our principal sir is Prasad sir. And what I'm doing? You're very good. I'm sanitizing my hands, and no, I'm using the mask. Why I'm doing all these things? Yeah, very good. No, the entire world is suffering from a very dangerous disease, pandemic disease, that is a coronavirus, COVID-19. So we should be very, very careful, and we must protect ourselves from this dangerous disease by taking some precautions, by using sanitizer, the next mask. Yeah, of course, we can use hand sanitizers, then hand wash, then a soap, water, like this, right? And now let me present the first lesson from 7th class science, that is food components. Daily our mother prepares different types of food materials for breakfast, lunch, then the snacks, and also dinner. And our mother is said to be the best cook in the whole world. And our mother prepares the food items very, very tasty. But how it is possible to make them very tasty? Yeah. So by adding some substances like oil and the condiments. Now condiments, what are condiments? Have you ever entered your kitchen? There you can find this box, right? So what can you find inside the box? Now we call them as the condiments. And in Telugu, we can call them as Sugandha Dravyalu. See, this is elaichi, cinnamon, cardamom. The next star fruit, then jampatri, then pepper, then say this brassica seeds, right? Like this. And by adding all these things, our mother is able to make the food items very, very tasty and make them very healthy in hygienic conditions, right? So daily we are taking 3 to 4 times the food items. Why? Why we need to take the food? You are very good to get energy. So why we need energy? When we observe our surroundings, we can find many people doing different types of works. One person is pulling this heavy rickshaw, and one person is working in a construction field, right? So these are all very heavy works, and to carry out all these heavy works, they need energy. And of course, even your parents doing different types of works, right? For all to complete, to carry out all these works, we need energy. And suppose we're sleeping. So can you say at the time we need energy? We think that no need of energy at the time of sleeping. But sorry, that is wrong. Why means, in our body, inside the body, we can find many important parts. Inside the head, we can find the brain. In the chest, we can find the heart, lungs, the next stomach, liver, then the kidneys, then the intestine, all the things. And all these organs are having their personal works. That means, heart, what for the heart is? They're very good to pump the blood to all the body parts. And the lungs, yeah, they purify the blood. The next is stomach, to digest the food. Then the liver, to remove the waste materials, poisons from the body. And of course, our kidneys to send the waste materials to outside, right? So even these parts are working whenever you are sleeping. So for that reason, we need energy even while we are sleeping. Correct? So here, whatever the food items we take, so from all these food items, we must absorb some basic things. Mostly when the children are a little bit free, they like to eat. They go to shop and they purchase different types of snack items like some biscuits, some Lays, kurkure, then some juice, all these things. Of course, it is not wrong, but before we take these items from outside, we must absorb some important things. So let me show you some examples. So yeah, this is one snack item, katta meeta. So if you carefully observe, here you can find ingredients. Ingredients. What is meant with that? Daily in ETV channel at 12 we get one program. What is that? Yeah, Telugu Ruchulu. Before they prepare any food material or a food item, they will show some substances in bowls. Have you seen? Yeah, they are said to be ingredients, right? So here you can find different types of substances which are useful to prepare this item. Correct? And that is called ingredients. We have to observe that so that you come to know which substances are using to prepare this food item. The next one, here you can find one table. Can you find this? This is called nutritive value table. So by observing this table, you can find one thing. What does that means? Which components our body is going to obtain by eating this. Correct? So here you can find the energy, carbohydrates, total fat, protein, fiber, sodium, cholesterol in different measurements. Right? So by eating this, our body can get to these components. Correct? Now, the next important thing, the dates. So here we can find two types of dates. One is manufacturing date. That means when this product is prepared. So here, its manufacturing date is 11/5/2020. That means last month it was prepared, and this can be used, best before 4 months from packaging. So what do you call this? This is called expiry date. So even for the next 3 months, we can use this. We can enjoy this, right? And then the next very favorite dish for you. What is this? Yappy. And even in this yappy noodles, you can find ingredients here. Next, nutritive value table. Then manufacturing date 27th May 2020, and the expiry date best before 9 months from packaging. Yeah, you can enter this without any doubt. Okay, and then here I'm going to show you one juice of the natural lychee flavor, and here also you can find this is ingredients. The next a nutritive value table, and here you can find 23/3/2020 manufacturing date, March it was prepared, and best before 6 months. Correct? So even we can use this without any doubt. And the next important thing is it's a paneer. In this paneer also you can find the nutritive value table, then the ingredients. Then here it is manufacturing date 8/6/2020, but expiry date within best before 15 days. So it is a highly perishable. Perishable means that means within a short period it can be spoiled. So within a short period we have to use this. Okay. So in this way, whatever the food item we are using, we must observe all these things. Right? This is our responsibility. Say for example, if you take any food item that is expired, then what happens? Then all these tasty items, they become poisonous, and it may lead to some health issues. That means it may lead to, say, this vomitings, motions, and even sometimes leads to death. Okay, that's right. So before you eat this kind of food item, you please go through these details. Got it? So it's for our safety. Clear? Now, next come to the food components. So whatever the food material or the food item you are eating, in that we can find some basic substances, that is carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, fibers, which can be otherwise called as refuges, and water. Right? So whatever the food item, rice or dal, the next any fruit or anything you take, in them we can find all these things. But a little bit more in a one item and a little bit less in some other item, like this. But all these things are present in almost all the food items. Clear? Now, when you take this carbohydrates, proteins and fats, these three are very, very important for our body. Okay, that's why we call them as major components. Major components. Major means large. It means we must need them in heavy amounts. Okay, that's why we call them as major components. Now, especially carbohydrates and fats. These two are used for what process, what purpose? Means to get energy. We get energy mostly from carbohydrates and fats. Okay, that's why we must use them, or we must need them in a large amounts. The next one, proteins. What for these proteins? Yeah, very good. These proteins are for muscle development. Now, nowadays, most of the heroes are developing this six-pack. Have you seen six-pack? The next, bicep, tricep muscles, all these things. To develop all these muscles, we need these proteins, right? Okay, then vitamins. What are vitamins? You can find many vitamins like vitamin A for sight, good sight, then a B complex, and the next vitamin C, very, very important to develop our immunity, right? And to protect ourselves from this COVID virus or coronavirus, we need vitamin C. So you please take the fruits which are plenty, which are rich in vitamin C, right? By taking this vitamin C food items, you can develop a resistance so that you will not be affected with the coronavirus. Got it? And then minerals. What are minerals? Means calcium, magnesium, sodium, potassium, iron, then beryllium, manganese, all the things. Then fibers or refuges. Now, these item is available from plant materials, especially like green leafy vegetables, fruits, vegetables, whatever you get from the plants. In all these things we can find fibers. In the summer, which is your favorite dish? That means which fruit is available mostly in the summer? Yeah, very good. That's a king of fruit. What is that? Yeah, mango. So whenever you are eating this mango, now and then something is stucking among your tooth. Have you seen? They're like some thready substances, right? So what you call this threads means fibers, right? And then the last one, water. So these are the important components which are present in the food items. Correctly understood? Yeah. Okay. This is for today's class, and in next session we will continue the lesson. Have a good day. Thank you.